Welcome back. This is episode 10. Am I right?
Almost. I think it's number 7. I rounded
Okay.
it up whenever we were talking earlier, but we're close.
Welcome back. This is almost episode 10.
Yes.
3 away.
Crazy.
We have me, your host,
Mhm.
Matthew, the
Mhm.
much more handsome Matthew.
hmm
And contrary to names being named on fantasy, I am much more superior than the cheating Matthew.
hmm
And he, by the way, fun fact, has the worst record in the league. Karma is beautiful. It's a
Mhm.
beautiful day, and he has a 0% chance of making the playoffs. I'm sorry that I got into this so early, but I'm so happy and ecstatic. To my right is our co-host, Sergio, aka Hollywood, aka Figurehead, aka at gmail.com, aka he's a pretty dude, aka love him. And on the bottom of me, my arch nemesis, my best friend. I changed his. We met when I was 5, and I had to change his chain on his bike because he didn't know how. We became best friends / enemies. David Roy, welcome, guys.
Welcome. Wow, that might have been the best introduction all season.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
way to really
Yeah.
set the tone. Hey, I wanna just start off by saying I felt really left out because everybody had a mic. So
Mhm.
no, I have a mic, mine's not on, but I'm just gonna use this just to look cool. Is that cool?
As
Okay,
a prop.
yeah.
That's
a
perfect.
prop.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
I like always, Dave, looking sharp, very sharp,
Very sharp, very sharp.
very prepared to, take over a room and, set the tone. Very
Yeah.
powerful. Um, we had a good week of fantasy football and League of Luck.
Great week.
Great week. We're about to jump into some pretty interesting topics. We got 2 weeks left on the season. It's now or never. We'll see who survives these last 2 weeks, but
Tough.
it's gonna be a fun ride. But before we
Yes.
get there, let's have a round. Let's have a roundabout about last week. Let's have a discussion. So,
Okay.
like always, we're gonna do our do better segment, and we have a couple interesting poor performances. Just gonna get it out the way. So Serge's team kind of fell apart. It fell apart. We had Christian McCaffrey out for the season. Dalvin Cook tore his left labrum, and Cam Newton was benched in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Matt, what do you have to tell Serge?
Serge, so like this whole season, you were praised on that trade you made with Ugly Matthew. And it came to fruition, and it worked for 1, maybe 2 games.
Yeah.
So I commend you on like being ballsy,
Okay.
but next year, do better.
I mean, that's all there is to say. Dave, do you have anything to add to some
Yeah.
motivation for Serge?
Yeah, there's a lot of expectations on the person that does the post-draft rankings.
Yes.
Yes. There's a ton of expectations because, obviously you're going to be biased and you're going to
Slightly.
a little bit, slightly. And if you're going to be the person that
Mhm.
does the post, draft rankings, you have to make the playoffs every year.
Every year.
Every year. There's no game. You're the leader, right? And look at what's happening right now. So,
Yeah, I'm letting my troops down.
Like you had a bad draft, you need to delegate.
Yeah. I think so. I think I need to relieve the play calling, and I need to kind of pass it on to someone else. For these last 2 weeks, I may have to step down, but it's okay. We're still in this. We still control our destiny.
You're like the guy for the head coach for the Houston Texans a few years ago, right? We gave you full control, and what happened?
I don't know who that was. I couldn't name the last
He traded DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson.
Yeah. Wow. O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Yeah. Hard Knocks.
All right. Well, enough about that. I'm sorry. I'm letting my troops down. I'll try to do better.
Yeah, do
Moving
better.
on. I think this person really needs to reevaluate a lot of his priorities. He has the title this year of being the first mathematically playoff eliminated team. So he's designated with that title for the next 8 months or so until the next season. So he's got to live with that every night before he goes to sleep. And when he wakes up, he's got to live with that. But obviously, we're talking about the not superior Matthew. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass it off. It's all yours, Matt. What do you have to say?
Like I said in the intro, it's a beautiful day. I'm glad that's his title. I will never let him live it down. He is the Sacco. He's the worst. He has the worst team. He made the worst moves. He bragged the most, and he had the worst draft. Like if you go back from day one, we were talking about a Vincent's draft, but like if you really look into it deep, Matt had the worst draft. He made the worst trades. And do better.
Yeah.
That's it.
Any brotherly advice?
You know, this isn't he does this in a lot of leagues, you know.
Really?
He was kicked out of a league last year because he did some crazy shit. And it's good to see everything kind of full circle, you know? So
yeah.
What it is.
I will say this. I'm not going to hold the trade against him. I thought it was a good strategy. I will say to his credit, if he doesn't pull off that trade, maybe we're having this discussion 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So to his credit, he survived until now. He's lucky he won any games.
Any games.
I think I mentioned in episode 1 or 2. That's all because of my doing. I helped him win a few games this year. But overall, 100% needs to do better and needs to reevaluate his fantasy football priorities going into next year.
Yeah.
Last but not least, since I have both of y'all here, I think we just need to dive into it real quick. Let's just, I don't want any tension in the room between y'all. So Dave, I'll go ahead and let you have this one as far as maybe you need to discuss this with my co-host.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into this. I was evaluating it last night, and I was thinking about, this segment, and I was like, all right, it's gonna be part of opening comments, and I need to just get this off my chest. It was just yesterday I was at the Saints game on Thursday night, and I was just looking at the scoreboards, and I was like, it was Thanksgiving, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have a really easy week this week. That was the first thought that popped into my mind, was how easy it was going to be. And I'm not saying it was a bye week for me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I knew within the first few hours on Thanksgiving that I was going to win this. So the more handsome Matthew, I feel bad for you, buddy. DeAndre Swift, 3.9 points. Kenyon Drake, 5 points. That's tough. Evan Ingram, I didn't even know he still played football. Tyler Boyd, wow, he's like the number 4. Okay. And then we had Tennessee, who gave you -2 points, which is pretty cool. So anyway, he didn't even get to 71, which was exciting. And, I got an easy victory because my team didn't do that well, but I still beat him by 30. So, Matt, here's what I would say, man. You got to do better, buddy.
I hate that Dave did that. I hate that it was Dave.
I love that you came prepared with statistics, specific hard concrete jabs right there. I thought it was a great do better from you, Dave. Great job. And yeah, like he said, Matt, let's just I'm there with you. So we both need to do better. We're the voice right now of the league, and right now we're not looking too hot. We're looking up. Right now we're on the outside looking in. So
Jay-Z and Blueprint 3 said it best. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Let me leave my ending remarks on
Okay.
my do better. I do need to
Okay.
do better. So I had a shaky season with my top 2 picks not producing well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This last week was against my biggest rival. I hate that it happened,
Mm-hmm.
but my, 4 best players had bye weeks. My defense had a bye week, hence Tennessee's defense was the only defense available.
Yeah.
It was a gamble, and I lost. Kudos to Dave.
3 weeks.
Uh,
3 people had bye
I'm
weeks.
gonna fight my way back to the top, and I'm gonna see him in the playoffs.
Here you go.
We're in different divisions,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna beat you in the playoffs. I'm calling the future.
Being in sales, I understand optimism at its finest. I
Yeah.
understand why hope matters, right?
Yeah.
No, it ain't hope. It ain't hope. No.
All right.
It's a
Well,
fact.
I think that was well spoken by all 3 parties. Just to wrap up the do better segment, we're not going to spend too much time on it, but we also want to just kind of put the league on alert. We had another incident happen this week of someone not setting their lineup. So we just want to send a reminder that it's life or death at this point, and not setting a lineup can cost someone their life. So this is very, very important stuff right now. It's not to be messed around with.
Set your lineups.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a click of 3 buttons.
2.5. But that's it. That does it for our do better segment. Let's move on. Right now, we're gonna jump into our League of Luck. This is the third round of playoff top 6s right here. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. We have a lot of teams that are climbing. They're a little bit closer than they were a few weeks ago. A lot of teams that are clumped together. So it was very difficult for us 3 to come to a consensus, but I think we have it. So Dave, I'll go ahead and let you start if you want to start with League of Luck college playoff number 3.
Can I get a drum roll? Is that possible? Can I get a drum roll? Ready?
Yeah, you have a little finger drums.
Yeah, there we go. So coming in at number 6 is Devin. Now, I want to kind of give like a quick little overview for Devin. Obviously, he has a lot of things going on in his personal life, and I'm really happy for him. But I'm really, great job with his draft. Obviously, I'm looking at Dak Prescott. Great job. Worried about Zeke a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. He's hurt. I've heard some reports that said, they're gonna probably sit him. Plus, he's going against the Saints defense, which is the #1 run defense in the NFL this week. So I'm a little nervous about that. But great job having his backup, Tony Pollard, as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Is having a great year. Obviously, we have Hawkinson who's doing well, and Beasley. Bateman starting to kind of catch on a little bit, but that Patriots defense is a pillar. And and it helps that they're in a bad division as well, right? Besides, I was in Buffalo. So, but they do play against Buffalo this week. That makes me nervous. I'm interested to see how Clyde comes back, and so Tony is having a good year for the Giants. So I think he's the sixth best team.
I agree with you. He had a little hot ride earlier. He's kind of been humbled. Really close one. I think he was down. He needed 1 catch from Rashad Bateman, and he would have beat Brian. So that's always painful. So we'll go ahead and move on to number 5, unless Matt, you have something to say for Devin. Do you think?
Well, I want to make one remark because it's funny Dave mentioned Dak Prescott, but on day 1 of the draft there was a trade, and that was between Kyle and Devin. Dak Prescott for Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson wound up getting hurt for a few games, so like that trade helped out Devin humongously and getting him to where he's at. So, things happen.
It looks like I'm just looking at the ticker. It looks like there's some breaking news. It looks like Serge's team just proposed a trade that was accepted by Al's team. Looks like he traded Hunter Henry for Naheem Hines. Okay, so it looks like Serge is trying to gained some running back shares.
Yep.
He's rolling with Dawson Knox and Logan Thomas. So it makes sense. Like there's no need for Serge to have 3 tight ends. What do you have to say about that this new trade that just happened, Dave and Matt?
Well, I guess as the commissioner, do I need to push that through, or was that like a little nugget for like a little?
Well, yes, because it looks like it's the waiver. Obviously, waivers need a process tonight, so it looks like this trade still needs to go through your approval. Needs to go through your office.
I need a co-manager. That's really what I need in Surge. I'll take applications, you know. And
Yeah.
Okay.
You're that person. I would love to.
Well, my first duty would be to accept that trade. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead,
Well,
Matt.
no, my remarks on the trade is it's a flop trade. It's a late trade. It's a trade that doesn't make sense.
Well, the deadline's tomorrow
right. It holds no weight.
But Serge lost 2 running backs. You don't think it's
I think it's a push. It's a farce. The commissioner's going to do what he wants, but I don't like the trades. I haven't liked any trade between anyone this year, except for you and Matt's trade. I hated it though, but I liked it.
Well, I have to roll the dice. You know, Jonathan Taylor is they're feeding him the ball, so I hate to put injury on anyone, but I think that rush attack is really nice, and I think Naheem Hines is a good backup to have going into the playoffs. So. Like I said, I didn't want to drop Hunter Henry, so I wanted to get some value for him, and didn't really have no competition with Al. He's got a nice lead over me, so I'm not going to catch him. So
yeah, but you're just giving Al depth that like he doesn't really need.
I think Hunter Henry, he's touchdown dependent. You got Jonnu Smith coming back. I think it could be hit or miss for Al.
I hope it's more miss.
Yeah.
Because Al had.
Anyway, now that I broke the news for that trade, before we go into the top 5, Dave, we actually have a surprise before we go into the top 5. So we'll go ahead and see if this works out. It looks like someone's joining.
Who could that be?
I don't know. Let's see. We had some technical difficulties last week.
Yeah.
It's a new series. We're trying to work out the kinks. So let's see if we have some more success this week.
I'm excited to see who this guest is.
Me too.
Dave, any guesses?
If I had to guess,
Yeah.
no, I don't have any guesses. I was gonna think. No, I don't know.
We have audio. We have audio,
no visuals.
No visuals, but we have audio, I believe.
Okay.
Do we recognize
Who was that?
They can't see me. I don't know why they can't see me. How could you not see me?
I can't see you.
Why can't y'all see me?
You need to put video on.
I can see y'all really well. How do I put it on?
Let's see.
I have no idea who that is.
You've got to be joking. David Roy.
David Michael Roy. Wait, hold up. Say that one more time.
David Michael Roy.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
You got to be joking.
I have no idea.
This might actually be better. I mean,
this is better.
I would love
this is
to
the
have,
guessing game.
I would love to have visual, but
I have no idea who that is.
Really?
We need visual.
You have
Don't
no
reveal
idea.
yourself.
Is that my mother?
I don't know. Is it?
Is it your mother?
It didn't sound like you earlier. I don't know, dude.
Who else would call you David Michael Roy?
Sadie, Brittany Weber.
Okay. Well, God. Do I?
Fucking Mercedes.
Weber?
I don't know. Nicole from Hooters. I really don't get it. I don't know.
Who's Nicole Hooters?
A lot of people look and call me
Hey,
David.
Serge.
Hello. Welcome
Hey,
to our
how you
show.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I know it's been a long time. It's great to hear your voice.
I wish I had visual though. I wish I could see your face.
I don't know why y'all can't see me. Y'all got to be joking.
I wish I had visual. Don't reveal yourself. Is that my mother?
Who else would call you David Michael Roy? do you want me to do this again? Go
No.
back in.
We can try it again. We could try
Yeah,
it
try
again.
to join with video.
Do we want to try this again, or do we want to roll?
Yeah,
with it?
let's try again. We want video.
Okay. I'm gonna remove you, Miss Gina, and let's try to join one more time.
With
Okay,
video.
all right. With video, okay. So I need to go through the whole thing again with the ID number and everything?
I think so. Yeah, that's the only way.
All right. You're laughing at me. Stop laughing at me, David.
Bye-bye.
Don't remove me.
Love you. You're good. I really didn't think I was. I was
Wow.
really-
How great was that?
That was great. If that's all we get for the entire segment, then that was a success. Hopefully we can get it on because we have a lot of stuff to dive into before we jump into this top 5.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
while we wait, let's go ahead and move on to number 5,
Yeah,
and let's just if it happens, it happens. So
Organic.
yeah, number 5. Matt, you want to get number 5?
Number 5, we have a guy that, until recently, he was in the back burners. We didn't care about him. We made fun of him. We made fun of his draft. We made fun of some of his choices, but the bodega, he's been in the top 6 with the past 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean-
he's still up there. So strong turns. He's beaten some of the biggest teams. He's making a run, and he's a dangerous force. So, Mark, man, keep doing what you're doing, but don't do what you do because I want you to lose.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
he's definitely walking a fine line right here. He's 6-6. It was a tough loss this week. A win would have been great, but he wasn't able to pull it out. Jonathan Taylor strangely didn't get the ball as much as you would like against the Bucks. It looks like their scheme was kind of more to attack them through the air. Didn't really work out, but they did put up, I think, 30 points against the Bucks. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyler Murray being back, I think is exciting.
yep.
Najee Harris didn't have the game that he wanted.
Nope.
No,
The Steelers just got their ass whooped.
Melvin Gordon had some good points, but Amari Cooper being out is kind of tough. But
Mhm.
tell you what, man, Mac Jones, and I know he has Kyler Murray, but I like his quarterback depth too. So.
Me too. Mooney's kind of been on a rise too.
And Kyle Pitts has done really well.
Yeah. We still like you, Mark. We had to bump you down a little bit. You're still top 5. You're still in the playoff race. We'll see. We'll get in when we get to predictions. We'll see if we think you're going to be able to win this week. But this week's Legal Luck number 5 is Mark. Number 4. I'll take number 4. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull
Game
something
break.
up. Little game break. Got to resend the invite. One second. We got to see if we can get this to work for sure.
Yeah.
This is going to be gold right here.
I want to ask some questions about, Dave when he was a kid
I think we all want to.
from the source.
Yeah.
I could tell you, I started off as a young hustler. My AOL name was Lil Soul Jar.
985.
So
All right. Here we go.
I used to drink 190 or 180 octanes, 190 octanes.
Yeah. They were orange and tasted terrible.
Mad, remember when I accidentally ordered the motherfucker because I said motherfucker at the daiquiri shop?
Yep. Yeah, it was disgusting.
Like the 3 strongest mixed in one.
Yeah.
We were at the daiquiri shop and I was like, motherfucker. And they're like, one motherfucker coming up.
The true story.
Yeah. Number 4 in League of Luck, we have Team Winman. We have Brian Winman coming in at number 4. Snuck out a win versus Devin. Let's see what else he got. Oh, he looks like he changed his name. Now he's called Whelp Big Bodied Ya. I think that's a direct insult to Devin potentially.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a direct insult to Devin. Huge game from Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon went off. Michael Pittman is pretty steady. Looks like he's getting DeAndre Hopkins back.
Yuka's coming back, huh?
Yeah.
game.
And he got over 20 points from the Miami Dolphins defense. That's pretty tough to overcome.
It's crazy. That's uncalled for. I'm never a fan of Brian in fantasy. I'm a fan of him in real life. So I don't have many comments on him, but he's doing his thing.
Well,
I still don't take it. I don't think his team's strong. I don't think his team's a playoff team, but I mean, obviously the things that are happening in this league, somebody won last week that didn't even set their lineup. So I mean, at this point, I don't know what's going on. We have an auto drafted team that's number one. So,
yeah.
It is what
I mean,
it
the
is.
same thing applies to Brian, like what we said with Mark. They're walking a fine line. They're both 6-6. Brian has the slight edge on points. So they just need to continue to hopefully luck is in their favor. Last week, I don't even think we had Brian in the top 6. So Brian is back in the mix. Huge win. Right outside the top 3. But now let's get down to it. Top 3, top dogs of the league right now. Dave, I'll go ahead and let you since you're present.
Yeah, coming in at number 3 is your owner, Mr. David. How's it going? Hi. How are you? As commissioner, I wanted to just have humility. I wanted to be vulnerable. And of course, I wouldn't want to vote myself number 1, but, let me just go through this rock star roster. And,
give it to me.
I think about my haters from day one, Mr. Figueroa and a few others, but it's okay. I've overcome a lot of I've been able to win with, I have Lamar Jackson, who's going to be great in the playoffs. I know he sucked last week.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley was my number 1 pick. That was the worst pick in the history of the franchise. I get it.
Yeah.
And his ankles the size of, I'm not sure, it's really big. Nick Chubb had a bad game, but I tell you what, I've been on this Hunter Renfrow kid for a long time.
Yeah, he's been your steady horse.
He's been my steady horse, and every year, I pick my guy, and I've been picking him for like 3 or 4 years now, and everybody thinks I'm crazy, but you know what? I did it. I want to tell you about one of the good moves though, Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry was going against Baltimore. He was on the non-stardom list. But I decided, I want to do some research because that's just what I do. And I said, you know what? He's averaged 85 yards a game versus this secondary. And I had a lot of scrutiny because Baker Mayfield doesn't have any shoulders anymore. And I said, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna roll the dice, give me 15 points. Big play here. Michael Gallup, who's been on the injury reserve, came back and gave me 15 points. But you know what the best thing was? I have depth. And although I ripped Matt off and got Elijah Mitchell for basically who's the fat dude that plays for Atlanta, the fat runner.
Hated that trade.
Yeah, I know. I ripped him off, and it's okay. But I'm so glad because I have this depth because I know I haven't had my people, but my Damian Harris and Elijah Mitchell have stepped in nicely when I needed them.
So no, I just want to add one thing. You just admitted collusion to your little brother. So we might have to redact a few wins and maybe, disqualify you from the playoff.
Does redact means subtract? Is that what that means?
Yes.
I wanted to make sure I had context clues correctly. So I needed to make sure I really understood the concept here. So if you want to redact my wins, I would say at the time, I didn't know Cordell Patterson was going to be the best football player on the planet.
Wow.
How was I supposed to know that?
Yeah. That's crazy.
So, but yeah, man. So that's kind of where I'm at. But you know what? I will say, my team got lucky, and we played a really bad team this week, and we were able to win with only 100 points scored. So it is what it is. But good teams find a way to win,
So my remarks on our number 3 team is don't care, move on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, I hear you, and you know what? You don't have to care. I understand. Right?
I care, Dave. I care. Right now, you're top of the division. I'm not gonna retract some of the, the hate that I kind of sent your way. It was not personal. It was all business, and you've survived some tough waves this year. I definitely think you're going to sneak your way into the playoffs. Right now, you have a 1-game lead in your division with 2 games left. Worst case, which I mean, it's actually the only case. You're going to lose 1 and win 1 because you're going against Surge this week. So we'll talk in the predictions about who we think is going to win, but we obviously don't think that you're going to come out victorious. But even so, we think you have a really good shot of making the playoffs. And like you said, with Lamar Jackson, Nick Chubb, come winter time, I think he's going to get fed the rock. So I think you could make some noise.
Yeah, I think,
yeah,
very bold.
hey, I wonder is the superior Matthew in the top 6? No. Oh,
Wow. That was personal right there, Matt. Because we all discussed the top 6, so he's aware of who's in the top 6. So it sounded like he wanted to kind of make a point of it.
Moving on.
All right. There you have it. Our top 6, 5, 4, and 3. Moving on to the top 2. Another big win from this guy. Matt, who's number 2 this week?
Number 2 is Team Can't Get Right. They got right. He's hitting home runs. He's won 6 games in a row. He's sticking to his guns. Although he started off very weak. I think he went on a 4-game losing streak. But he didn't throw in the towel. Oh. Champions never quit. Champions never give up. I like this team. I like this guy. He's impressed me, by not giving up and stating that he will never give up. Now he's top 2. And he's only top 2 because, our number 1, which I'm super, super salty about, was an auto-drafted team. Again, I'm going to say it. But I'm proud of you, Ross. Team Can't Get Right, the team that did get right. If I don't sneak into the playoffs, I will be rooting for you. I never want Dave to win. I do not want Al to win. Don't care about any other team, but I will be rooting for you, bud, if I'm not in it. Congrats, man. And I hope you stay strong throughout the season.
Oh, wow. It's been an amazing ride to the top, Ross. Top 2, crazy. Dave mentioned Cordarrelle Patterson. I think we mention him every week. We're going to continue to mention it because it's just crazy what he's doing. Another one that's kind of worth mentioning, I think, is Deebo Samuel's rise to the top. I mean, they got him playing every position over there. And right. Some concern, though, it looks like he injured his groin this week. So I don't know if you're going to have him this week. But overall, we like your pieces. We like Tyreek Hill. Even some of your backups, they're strong. You got McKissick. Any day now, maybe you get Calvin Ridley back. And Miles Sanders is back in the mix. So overall, well-balanced team. I think as of right now, you're the biggest threat to Al. Al just seems to have that extra ounce of luck this season, which is that's the most important component out of everything.
What's the league of
Al just seems to have it. But you definitely have the talent. And an extra shout out to you, Ross, for being such a good sport last week on our episode. We had a great response from it. Very charismatic, toddler photographs. So
yeah,
we have to give that extra shout out. We all know who's number 1, right? Do we need to talk? We need to talk about him.
That his team was auto drafted.
For Ross, brother, we got to make some moves this week, man. Deebo Samuel is going to be out, and I think, man, I don't know what the injury is, Serge, but McKissick, he got carted off last night.
Oh shit, that's true.
Yeah, so I know you and Curtis Samuel's been in and out. So let's say you have Q Watkins, Zach Moss, who didn't play, and Calvin Ridley, who's going through some mental health issues. So looks like right now on his bench he has Miles Sanders. So I would arguably say that he has the least amount of depth out of anybody on the top 6.
I was looking at it differently, but I guess you're right. I guess you're right with the injury, with the mental
from falling apart.
Mental situation with Calvin. That's interesting. And it looks like Matt Breida took Zach Moss's spot.
Yeah, he doesn't have anybody on his bench, man. He's out. So he needs to have good waiver wires for the future.
I mean, depth is great. If you got a good starting lineup, that's even better. That's the only thing that really matters. So right now it's working for you, Ross. Continue to make your moves, and you should be able to kind of go at Al's neck here come playoff time. I think the ESPN has you as a 99% making the playoffs. So it looks like you all just about all secured that. Congratulations. But like we've mentioned, everyone knows it. This week's number 1 is Al, the Roman Empire that fell. He's been surviving. Austin Eckler, man.
But again, I think Austin Eckler was an auto draft. So
at this point, definitely we still have to, get that in weekly to let him know that just for next season.
But here's let's have a debate real quick. If he does win, do we fault him on having an auto drafted team? I know every player wasn't auto drafted, but a lot of them were.
Potentially, we have a Barry Bonds situation, like with an asterisk next to his home run record.
Here's another thing. We did go through a tragic hurricane at the time while we were drafting. A lot of people didn't have power. Internet was crazy for months. It still is. I'm still in the hurricane zone, and things are still trying to get back to normal. So, I mean, he could have the excuse and the argument of like, yo, we were in a storm. Like my phone stopped working. And
based on his performance, I'm open to forgiving him. I'm very open to forgiving him. At the end of the day, you still need to set your lineups. You still need to have good strategy. And even though he did have a little bit of assistance, I think we're getting close to where we may have to move on from that. But if we get there and he wins the championship, definitely in the public arena, it will definitely be a discussion for years. For years. It'll definitely be something up for debate in barbershops. So
auto draft gate.
Yeah, I'm very curious to hear your take on this, Dave.
A win's a win.
Win's a win?
Win's a win. Winners find a way to win.
And Al's been finding a way. So that's it, guys. That's our top 6.
Yep.
We had, Devin at 6?
Yep. Mark at 5.
Mark at 5. Brian at 4. Dave at 3. Ross at 2. And Al at number 1 again.
I'm gonna put my.
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody has put mine on.
Okay.
I like it.
Yes. You like Baker Mayfield.
All right, guys, let's move on to our predictions this week.
Okay. Yes.
All right, so first up we have, we'll save that one. Let's do Vincent versus Devin.
Vincenzo.
Devin.
Vincent versus Devin. All right. We got Dak. We got Devin with all the Cowboys going up against the Saints. And then we got Vincent with all the Rams going up against the Jaguars. Gets James Conner back versus Cooper Kupp. Who y'all think? Who y'all think has the edge?
I'm gonna go with Devin, man. Devin's a better player, better manager, better owner. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. Hello, Gina.
Is Gina at a nightclub?
Nice. We have visual.
What's that place in Destin that we used to sneak into? The beach?
Club La Vila.
Club La Vila. She's at Club La Vila.
We used to sneak in.
It was the number 1 club in the world, but we really believed it.
Yeah, it's shut down.
It's like
Let's see. Can we hear? Hello?
That's where I learned advertising. If you just write number 1 club in the world, people believe it.
That's it. We all believed it.
Miss Gina, can you hear us?
Oh no.
We have visual.
We finally got visual, but now we don't have audio.
Should I watch Interstellar one day?
Yes, you should.
Yeah,
I would-
every day.
I haven't watched it.
Gina, why are you in the dark?
I watched New Girl 5 times.
Love that.
Yeah. The Good Place, big fan.
We can't hear. Now we could see, but we can't hear now.
You watch Schitt's Creek?
Oh, I love Schitt's Creek.
I love Schitt's Creek.
I
I
haven't
watched
watched it.
the whole series.
Have y'all seen? We should do a ranking. Let's pause and just do a top 6 ranking for Netflix shows, because right now I watch Kim's Convenience. So underrated.
So good.
So
I haven't seen it.
I binge watched it. Kim's
Kim's Convenience is great. Kim's
It's
Convenience
great.
store is great.
It's absolutely phenomenal. It's so good. But what's this show that everybody, Peaky Blinders? Is that what it's called?
Oh, it's so good.
It's a good one.
That's
It's
good.
a good one.
It's
Slow
very
paced. It's very dramatic, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. If
I don't know. Are we gonna? Will we have audio? What's going on?
have we watched
Gina,
Daredevil yet? Daredevil.
Gina, where are you?
We can see you, but we can't hear you now.
You look like a thumb.
Afterlife was so good too.
Oh, so good. So good.
Loved Afterlife.
Oh,
I don't know
upload.
if I saw that one.
Upload on Prime is very good. Afterlife, super good. Ricky Gervais.
I don't think I saw that one.
Dude, you need to watch it. It's very
I
good.
tried 3 times. But
Yeah.
although I watched, did y'all watch the new Will Smith movie?
Mm-hmm.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Richard or whatever?
Is it good?
phenomenal. It's
Great.
phenomenal.
Okay.
I'm gonna be biased here. I think that might be his best performance of all time.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get the Oscar for it. He's gonna get nominated for sure.
Pursuit of Happiness?
It's better than
No. Oh, it's close. It's up there.
it's that good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like, yeah, it's that good. But one of these movies, Matt, you told me to watch was trash, bro.
What?
It was on Netflix. It was like a sword movie, like a old fighting movie. I don't know, like a Roman Empire movie.
King of the Scots?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's
The
it.
Last King with Chris Pine?
Yeah, that was trash.
Movie's great.
Yeah, it was kind of poop.
No.
All right, what are we doing, guys? We're gonna move on. We're gonna keep it trying.
Gina's here for just visual effect.
Okay, so she's there in spirit.
Now
Let's
she's-
move on to our predictions. Do we all agree, Devin? I take offense
Yeah.
to saying Vincent's not a good player since he did defeat me this week, which would make
me too.
and that would make me not a good player. So I don't think Vincent's not a good player. I think he's a good player. If he could get half of what Leonard Fournette gave him this week, he should still be in good shape. One thing of concern is that he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers or Devontae Adams. So that's going to be tough uphill climb. But I do think the Saints play better against the Cowboys, which could hurt Devin.
That's a good assessment. True. I mean, honestly, like in this league, anything can happen. And Vincent has beat some of the top teams. So, I mean, it's up for grabs at this point. But I'm just gonna go with Devin.
Yeah, I'm going to give the slight edge to Vincent.
Nice.
I'm
I
going
like
with the hot
that.
hand. I got respect for him. He beat me, so I'm gonna have to go with it. I'm going with Vincent this week. Looks like we have two Miss Gina's on.
I feel like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm in the multiverse. Let's do this.
Wow.
With two Ginas. And this is amazing.
So the visual is way better.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Shut up, David.
Can you hear me now?
Took long enough, right?
It took long enough, but
We're
all
here.
We're all here.
We're all here.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously, this is a fantasy football podcast. We kind of wanted to get your take on, Dave's a big football fan. We kind of just wanted to ask you some Dave football related questions about his, his entire life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Let's do some true or false questions.
Uh-huh. Y'all,
So,
this is football, so y'all gonna just
Mom, my first question for you is, what position did I play?
Running back,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
On your phone, can you log off on your phone, please?
One for
John
one.
Curtis. I know what team you played for.
What position did he play for Force?
Well, he played on the line thing.
Yep, he did. He was the littlest lineman of all time.
I was number 45, bro.
I remember.
That was funny.
True or false? Did Dave try to do a backflip out of a tree and cut his head?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
So
true.
tell
Very
Cliff to
true.
turn that on. He did.
Did you have to get stitches, Dave?
No,
No.
he did
Confirmed.
not. I don't think he's ever had stitches.
Yeah. Knee surgery.
Oh yeah, but besides that,
Which one of my friends shot me with a gun from a paintball gun within 1 foot of my feet and blasted off gave me a scar that lasted for life. Which one of my friends did that?
Matt Harris.
I don't
Obviously.
even know that
True.
one.
That's true.
Yeah, it's you, right?
Yeah.
That is the right answer.
He has a permanent circle on his foot.
He goes,
I'm
"Hey,
just
watch how-
assuming.
He goes, watch
that-
how strong this gun is. And he aimed it for the ground, but it popped my foot.
Boys.
So right now in our league, Miss Gina, Dave is currently number 1 in his division,
Uh-huh.
and little Matt, his younger brother, he's actually in last place.
Of
Are
the
you
entire league.
serious?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's actually right now he's eliminated from winning the championship. So is that surprising to you, or is that more like how you would think that Dave is number 1, or what do you think?
I'm not answering that question.
Okay, good choice.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
They're both my kids. I'm not answering that question.
So
That was-
Gina, there's speculation that we had a trivia a few weeks ago, and little Matt cheated to win, and we didn't find out until we watched the replays. Any comments on that?
Did he really?
Yes,
It was subtle.
Oh,
Yeah, it was subtle.
it was very
Yeah, he
sneaky.
does. He's not a big cheater, but he cheats.
It was very subtle.
No, but overall, Miss
funny.
Gina, both of them are pretty decent fantasy football players. This
Except for little
year,
Matt.
Dave just happens to be a little bit better.
Good,
But-
Dave.
But last year, Matt, he won the championship, so
I thought so.
He did
Did
better.
he win
than-
like a few years in a row or something, Matthew? Or
he won,
just
he
one
won
year?
1 year. Just
He won in
won-
this league. This league, he won once last year. So last year he
Okay.
was better than Dave. He was better than all of us.
Well, I think that was 2 years ago, actually.
Yeah, I remember because it was when he was in California.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it was more than 1 year then because it was when he was in California that he won. Because I remember. him telling
I am
me.
the only League of Luck player to have won back-to-back 2 years in a row.
Oh well, good for you, Matthew.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm
You're
still
welcome.
I'm still working on my first championship, but hopefully this is the year. This week I actually played Dave, so hopefully I'm able to beat you, Dave.
Gina, who are you going to root for, Dave or Serge?
Well, who do you think, Matthew Harris?
Me.
You got to root for Dave. Yes.
I always want Dave to lose
Why?
because he's my
They're
best
enemies.
friend / arch nemesis.
They're frenemies.
Frenemies?
Yeah.
Yep. I told him how
Miss
we
Gina,
first
I have
met.
I have a Dave question. Do you remember how old Dave was when he first got facial hair and chest hair?
I do.
He was like 13,
That was-
12.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
It was before that. Tell Serge the story about the dirt on my arms.
I'm gonna. Can I tell the story? So
Go
Dave,
ahead.
so we were like 10 or 11, right? And Dave took a shower, and he's like, "Mom, I have dirt under my arms that's not coming off. I can't wipe it off. She said, Dave, that's hair.
Wow.
No, I
That's
was like,
funny.
dude, you have hair under your arms?
Wow.
Yeah, Matthew, he was a very early bloomer. You were not.
Yes.
The deepest voice.
Very Italian.
Well,
Yes.
Dave, you are the true definition of masculinity, and I hope my next life that I'm able to have a beard at 13. It took me a
Yeah.
while. It took me a while.
At Riverside, they would make me shave with a piece of soap. That was not fun. So
Yeah. They used to make him go to the bathroom and shave.
that was in
And
sixth
that was in 7th grade,
I know.
right? Wasn't that 7th grade?
7th grade, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. I was,
What is that?
so I remember the time I woke up and I said, Gina,
Yes.
I'm blind. She goes, no, you have pink eye. But I thought that I was blind. I walked around the whole house. I couldn't see.
Damn, you probably got everyone contagious.
Maybe possible. You know, Gina thought she's an expert my whole life. You know, we talk about childhoods. Anytime something got close to my eye, you know, she freaked out.
Okay, so
No.
fun
Dave,
fact.
your retina, Dave.
Fun fact. When I was in 7th grade, I got keyed the nickname Chicken Stew.
You did.
And it's because the teacher asked, what is our favorite spices? And my favorite dish to eat was Miss Gina's chicken stew. And it was a little spicy. So I said my favorite spice was chicken stew. I got laughed at. And I was nicknamed Chicken Stew.
You know,
Oh, I haven't made that chicken stew in years.
If you do, I will come eat it because it's my favorite.
Okay.
I want to wrap up with our with a poem that means a lot to me,
Okay.
and it's a poem that
You're about to make me cry, Dave.
yeah, I mean you probably will. But, you know, it's a poem that meant a lot to me that helped me get through high school.
Yeah.
From-
Even middle school.
we had to do a poem one night as a homework assignment, me, Matt, and a few other people, and I was in
Yes.
Babe's class, and I
Yes.
decided that I wanted to go first, and they were like, Dave, well, they were like, who wants to do this poem? I was like, me, of course, and you know, at the leader that I am, it's like leaders lead from the front, I'll go. They were like, Dave, talk to me about this beautiful poetry. I said, nipples are red, and nipples are round, and sometimes they look like Charlie Brown, and I love and playing with them. I like soft kitties.
I remember that.
What's up, David?
And I got
He got written up for that.
I remember that. Oh my God.
I read it in front of the whole class, and she kicked me out for some odd reason.
How old were you?
Fifth
7th grade.
grade.
Wow.
I remember that. I loved it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hilarious.
I mean, yeah. If social media was around during that time, that would have got recorded.
Dave, I just want to, Dave's had a lot of different stages and phases over the years. There was one point we were wearing lots of oversized, and then at some point we started wearing nice polos, and now Dave is in the phase of, you know, nice collared shirts and suits. Do you remember, Miss Gina, when this started to happen? Or do you have a favorite phase of Dave? Do you like the suit Dave?
Oh yeah, of course I like the suit Dave.
Okay.
The oversized Dave was Laplace. Then when he started going to Curtis, which was what, 8th grade,
Yep.
that's when he started dressing a little bit better, but it took a little bit of time.
Yep.
And then he started dressing better, and ever since then it's been uphill.
Sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sharp.
I went to this Desterham party with Sergio and Grunts smoking cigarettes before the game. They were going to play the next day, and we're at this party, and there was this cute little girl that was friends with, like, you know, all the little D-hand girls, and I was like, Grunts, Serge, I like her, and they're like, you should go talk to her. And she told me, she goes, Dave, you're super cute, but you're also ghetto. So the next day, my friend Connor and Sergio and Blaine took me to a place called Hollister, and I got like his little white necklace, the little white shell necklace. That was my first.
Yes.
I remember that.
I got the white necklace shell.
Yes.
I got the little bird on my shirt.
Hell yeah.
The next party, I came prepared, ready to roll.
Yeah.
It was an evolution.
Definitely an evolution of Dave. I definitely like the suit Dave, but the oversized definitely has a special place in our memories for sure.
Yeah.
But Ghetto Dave, that
Yeah.
has now gone bye-bye.
Yes,
Ghetto Dave,
Now
Little
he's-
Souljar.
Mr. David.
I used to love signing into AOL with Lil Soul Jar 985.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's still Ghetto Dave, though. Don't let him fool you.
He can play. He's a chameleon. He has different characters.
Yeah, he has different. He could evolve into Ghetto Dave.
Yeah. Well, okay. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, Miss Gina?
I did.
Beautiful.
I did. How about y'all? Did y'all have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, it was
Yes.
amazing.
Definitely. I think I gained a few pounds for sure.
Pounds.
Yeah. Did y'all, do you still live in Houston?
No, I'm back and forth right now. Right now I'm in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Florida. What part of Florida?
Floridian.
In St. Pete by Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I
Like
like it. It's
Tambo.
nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
This guy's clawing at my leg. He wants to say hi.
Can you make an appearance?
Yeah, he wants to say hi.
There it is.
Hey.
Hello, Joseph.
This is what you're missing right now. He's been crying.
Look how cute.
Yeah.
This is him. This is my.
How's your mom?
She's good. She's still in Houston. So
Oh, is she?
yeah, I'm gonna go for Christmas. I had to work for Thanksgiving, but yep.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
but
good.
definitely next time I come to town, we should have some chicken stew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
I would love that.
Yeah, I'm sure you would, Matt. But yes, I will try to make chicken stew. I haven't made it in years.
And maybe some blueberry wine. I remember one time I got really drunk off blueberry wine in Independence.
The
Yeah.
homemade blueberry wine?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I'll try to find some.
That'd be awesome.
Just
would
let
be
me know when y'all coming.
All right. Well, like
All
we
right.
said, Dave's in first place. He's got a good chance of winning the championship.
Mhm.
It comes with a pretty decent payout. So
Good. I'll expect a really good Christmas present, Dave.
exactly.
And what was that, David Roy? What was that? Matthew got me an iWatch. What are you going to get me?
Oh,
I paid.
Dave probably paid for it.
I paid for. He's probably gonna send me a Venmo request. I paid for every damn Christmas present for you for the last 5 years and put Matt's name on it.
And so what? Y'all are both going to give me the iWatch then?
Well, he's got to win it first before he can afford any presents.
Correct.
He can afford presents.
I'm joking. It's a
I
joke.
know.
GoFundMe.
But happy Thanksgiving, Miss Gina. If we
Happy
don't talk
Thanksgiving.
before Christmas, Merry Christmas. It was good to have a little reunion after a few minutes of trying.
I know, really. But it was nice talking to you too, Serge. Merry Christmas. Tell your
Thank
mama
you.
said Merry Christmas.
I will.
Matt, same to you. Tell your mama said Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Such a
Dave, say bye. Say good night to your mom.
Love you.
Love you.
Love
dude.
you too, Matt. Love you too, Dave. Love you, Serge.
Bye bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Dave, stop muting yourself.
Oh,
my God.
my God.
Mark Andrew.
We have 5.
How come I can't get out?
We have so many. There he is.
The bodega himself.
There he is. Finally.
Mark.
Harlem is Spanish.
Finally, fellas.
Oh, Matt Ayers jumped off.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. Where did Matt go? This whole thing's been crazy.
Thanos got him.
What's up, man? Why is this shit always so difficult?
I don't understand why you don't just like send the code and what's it called?
Do what?
Well, I don't need it before probably.
What's up, Mark?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, bro? You had a tough loss this week, bro.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, you know.
I took one too, man, and I lost half my damn team.
Right. Crazy. No. It's all about how you rebound and bounce back the next week, though. So we'll see this week.
Whew, we hanging on, man. We hanging on. We both 6-6, bro. We got. It's a must win for us.
It's a must win this week.
Whew. You get Kyler Murray back, I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But you're looking up right now at Dave, bro. You got Dave's #1 in the division, man. You think you're gonna be able to take him?
I hope so, man. I mean, Dave got a pretty good team. I'm not too confident about my team without Kyler. I mean, you know, I wish my receiving core was a lot better.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see, though.
Dave,
We'll
what
see.
you think? You think you're gonna be able to hold off Mark in the division?
Mark, I was looking at your team, man. You got a little squad, but yeah, I think we can hold them off. You know, my thing is like I don't have a lot of flashy players, man. You know, I have Lamar and Nick Chubb, but I just have a lot of B players. And
Right.
I've been able to survive with injuries. I've had more injuries than just about anybody on this damn team. I mean, this whole
Right.
league. But I have depth, man. That's how you good teams have depth. That's what I got.
Yeah. Real talk.
Gonna be tough. We're not gonna tell you where you ended up in the rankings this week. We'll go ahead and surprise you. But you did make the top 6.
Okay.
You made the top
Probably
6.
probably number 6. Probably number 6.
We'll see. We'll see.
Y'all tough on me in those rankings.
Oh man, it's all tough love, man. It's tough love. You've definitely proven us. You've proven us wrong for sure. Most
Right.
weeks.
I hope I made the do better segment this week, you know, because I need to do better, you know.
Yeah, me and you both, man. I freaking Dalvin, McCaffrey, Cam Newton got benched. That's a disaster. But whatever. All right. Well, we have you here though, man. Let's look at this schedule, man. Let's see who we got this week. So you got Al versus Brian.
That's gonna be a good one. I need L to win.
I need Al to win. We both do, man. I need Brian removed from the equation. He's got more points than both of us.
Right.
I just don't know. I don't know, man. Al's lucky, man. I think he's gonna pull it out.
Yeah. I'll be ready for L if I meet up with him in the playoffs.
Dave, who you got in that one?
And which one? The one that we just talked about?
Yeah, Al, Brian.
Dave need L to win.
I'm actually gonna go with Brian.
You think so?
I want Al to win, yes, of course, but I think Brian's gonna win. That's my upset of the week. Well,
Okay.
I don't know if it's an upset, but
All right, let's move on to so Dougie is surviving. He won last week. You got Dougie versus Lil Matt. I mean, I think Dougie definitely has the better team.
I'm projecting Lil Matt in an upset.
That would be big.
That'll be big. I need Lil Matt to win in the upset.
Oh, we got our co-host back. We got Matt in the building.
I had to join on my phone, man. You banned me.
I don't know what happened. This whole episode's been technically difficult for everyone, but we're all on. The only thing you missed, we went over Al and Brian's matchup. I think we're split. Me and Mark think we need Al to win. Dave is rooting for Brian.
Yeah, I want Brian to win. I never want Al to win.
And then we said Mark's got Little Matt with an upset against Dougie. I think Dougie's going to be able to take care of business.
Yeah, I want Little Matt to lose for sure.
I am not
That's the
surprised
thing.
at all.
Mark, what you let's get to the the reason why we're all here. What about Ross versus Mark?
I'm gonna beat Ross. I'm gonna just flat out say it. I'm not holding back anymore.
You got him without Debo. It looks like Debo's gonna be out. That's huge.
He could have had Debo, he could have had Craig, he could have had Smokey, he could have had all of them. I'm coming for him this week. I'm not holding back.
You got a bounce back game from Jonathan Taylor, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So what is it? Mark and Devin this week?
No, Mark versus Ross.
Mark versus big. I'm going Ross, bro.
I love it. Come on. Who else going Ross?
Hey, here's the thing.
I'm gonna go Mark.
We made Mark. Hey, now we made Mark the underdog the whole season. I'm loving what's happening, so I'm gonna stick with it.
I haven't really been a part of it. So Mark, I'm gonna go you, brother. Hope I'm not the person that messes up your season.
So Ross is going with the double tight end this week, and he's going with Elijah Moore. I don't really trust that. I think Moore is going to be probably lined up with Darius Slay. So I could see a down game from him. And those tight ends can be hit or miss. So I'm gonna give the edge to Mark for sure. I'm going Bodega this week to break the win streak and stay alive for the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
And the other main one that's kind of important is the Serge versus Dave matchup. Huge playoff implications right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go my prediction first. Dave's gonna lose because he's a little too cocky right now, and he needs to lose, and he's gonna lose. And Serge, you're gonna beat him.
Yeah, I mean, for Mark to win the division, Dave has to lose this week. So
I'm going Serge.
We definitely.
Is that out of emotion or logic?
That's out of emotion.
Okay, fair. I wanted to clarify.
Man, I got some good matchups, man. I got my Vikings, Cousins, Madison, Jefferson versus Detroit. That could hit. But Dave's got Lamar Jackson versus Pittsburgh, who just gave up 40 points to the Bengals.
We have Elijah Mitchell, who plays against the worst defense in NFL history.
Yeah. And they're not going to be handing it off to Debo like they've been doing the last 2 weeks.
We have Michael Gallup, who's going to have a good game because Amari Cooper's out and the other kids out.
I don't know. I think CD might be back.
Well, great. Lattimore's going to cover CD, and Gallup's going to go against fucking Quan Alexander, so that'd be perfect. Okay, and then or Pete Werner, that's kind of where I'm at. Now, I'm not gonna lie, not having Nick Chubb this week scares me. So,
yeah. Damian Harris going against Buffalo kind of should scare you a little bit.
Yeah, it does. But my thing is with Damian, he just scores a touchdown, man. He scores a touchdown, and I think he will get 10 points. Whatever he's projected, he's a projected 8.9. I can see that. I don't need him to be my big time player. I'm
going Surge by 3. This one's going to be close. This is going to be the closest one of the week, I think.
Yeah. So with that being said, Dave, you just gave a great breakdown and a good analysis. So I think I'm gonna Dave lose. That's it.
That's fair. I do best when I have haters against me. Y'all don't remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Anything else? I just
Matt, you get let's look at your matchup, Matt. You got Kyle this week.
Easy. Probably the easiest game I've ever played in my life.
You get Mahomes and Kelsey back.
Yes.
At home versus Denver.
Why aren't you predicted to even get 100 points, Matthew?
Because I still have a few people on the bench.
His defense is on a bye right now.
Okay, and Swift is still okay. Gotcha. Understand.
Yeah, got to make some changes. Kyle's got Brady, Evans, and Gronk going up against Atlanta.
Damn, your running back game is bad. Ugh.
Matt,
it's not.
I'm just going to pull the Band-Aid on this one. I'm just going to start it.
First off, Swift's a top 10 running back. So, get your facts straight.
Swift's out. So, you're starting the running back is Kenyon Drake and Damian Williams, bro. Don't come at me like that. That's your running backs right now.
Is he out? Is Swift officially out?
No, he's questionable. He's questionable.
You
Hey,
have
Matt,
Dave.
Matt, you need to tell Dave, don't coach you, Matt. Just don't coach you.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't coach you.
Swift
You
is
are one
questionable.
You are one turf toe away from just being out the picture right now.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Whew. You do find a way to survive, Matt. So I do give you that. It's just the Bucks may put up 40 points against the Falcons.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who Matt's going against, but Matt's not going to win. All right.
Yeah.
We got Jamar Chase, and he's starting Jamal Williams, so he's going to start if Swift doesn't play. Whew.
So I hope Dave and Serge's game ends in a tie. So
I don't know what that would do for me, but it's better than a loss. So whatever.
I'm going to go
neither
ahead.
one of y'all would win.
I'm going to do the same strategy that you gave Mark. I'm going to give you the underdog status this week, Matt. I hate to do it to you, co-host, but I don't think you're going to be able to pull it off. I'm rooting for you.
I love that. I love it. Okay, moving on.
Whew. All right, I think that's it. I think we covered everyone, right?
Yeah.
I want to do a sales plug. Can I throw in the sales plug?
Yeah, but while we have Mark, since he's here, Mark, do you want to give us your top 6 of the week?
Of the week?
Yeah, like who you got power rankings top 6 right now?
Okay. At number 6, I will put myself at number 6.
Okay, humbled yourself a little bit.
Humbled, very humbled. At
Okay.
number 5, I would go with Ross.
Ooh, okay, top 5.
Yeah. 4, I would go with. Let's see. I'm doing that off the top of my head. Let me see the standings.
Yep. So Ross is number 2 in the division at 7-5. He's got the number 1 points in the league.
Yeah. Dave's probably going to make it on a technicality because he's in a different division.
Okay.
Dave's also 7-5.
Okay. So, all right. So I put me at 6. All right. I'm going to go Devin at 5.
Okay,
I'm
correction.
going to put Devin ahead of me. Even though I beat Devin, I'm punishing
You did.
myself. I'm punishing myself.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to go with Devin. And then I'm going to go with Dave at 4.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go Ross at 3.
Okay.
Brian at 2. And L at 1.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. A little
Yeah.
different than
A little
ours,
different.
but not by much. So
Not by much at all.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You gotta watch Brian, man. He's pretty sneaky.
Brian's one of the best fantasy football players I know.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I want to
He's
give him
just
a compliment.
he's
wanna give-
consistent.
In every league that I'm in Brian with, Brian's really good.
He's in contention. I don't know how he does it.
He's really good at fantasy football. Brian, if you're listening, brother, you're really good.
He had like a 4-game losing streak, though. Just saying.
My sales plug, if you're watching this episode, my sales
Okay.
plug is wink, wink, you know who you are. If you didn't pay me yet, you know who you are. Send over the Venmo, send over the
Yeah.
Zelle. We have out of our 12 teams, we only have about 4 people that have paid.
Ooh.
Oh.
So I'm letting you know,
Did little Matt pay yet?
I don't want to have any name drops. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
If you did
And
not,
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
you know myself.
We all one of them.
No, Sergio did his
No.
thing. I'm just
Sergio
Care
paid?
business. I paid.
Nice.
I'm with Dave on this. As the future champion of this season, I fully expect all of my earnings.
Yep.
So,
I tried to be nice because it happened during the hurricane.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't want to be a douche. I didn't want to be that
Can I
guy.
point
Anybody-
one thing out?
I didn't want to ask anybody for money during the hurricane.
All right, so it was 3 years ago when I won this league, right? 3 years ago, the year before we started Dynasty.
No,
Okay.
don't remember, maybe. Yeah.
Anyway, I won, and everyone paid except for Brian. So Brian still owes me $100. All right.
Wow.
All right. I just want to put that out there.
We got tension in the house. Okay.
We got 10. Now we're throwing out names.
I'm
Well,
about to create a GoFundMe. I'm gonna have to figure out something.
I think the message is gonna. I think you delivered the message, Dave. It was a firm message. So
I'll send my portion soon, tomorrow.
All right. All right, guys. Well, it's getting late in the night. Mark, thank you for joining us. We are gonna extend an offer to you later on to have you on for the full episode.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's still in play. I hope good luck, everyone. I hope everyone loses. But
Same.
it's it, guys. This is it. It's got 2 weeks left, man. This is it. Let's see who's gonna come out victorious.
Me.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty, man.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey,
And I'd like to say this episode was sponsored by Second Line Digital. That's at Second Line Digital on Facebook and at Second Line Digital on Instagram. They're a real estate photography company. They're some of the best, most professional people. So if you ever need any photography needs, shout out to them. Check them out at Second Line Digital. Thank you.
Good job, everyone. That's all I got. If that's all y'all got.
yeah.
If
Are
you
we
find
doing-
yourself around the
Are
holiday,
we doing a?
I'm trying to cut this turkey and it's just not cutting. Call the
Uh-huh.
cut guy. You know, hit your brother up.
Yeah. Everybody plug. Anybody needs plugs? Plug y'all stuff right now.
Yeah.
Serge, are we doing any Saints talk on this week?
I would love to do Saints talk. That invitation's always out there. Scheduling with Thanksgiving was tough, but it's always there. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get back on it.
Let's get it in on Friday night, man. Some Saints talk if you're available.
Okay.
We can incorporate some LSU talk in there as well.
Yeah,
Big
we got to
hire
talk
this
about
week?
that. We got to talk about that hire for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I
Let's
want to do
it.
Dave's top Netflix shows too.
Hey, can we create that? That's something I will change my schedule around.
Yeah. Once the season's over, we can play around with different topics.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a question. Okay, so genuinely, I'm thinking about, and if anybody's watching this, right? So I want to create an event for the championship, right? So like maybe get like rent out that dog or something. Get out rent it out. Have like a red carpet. We all come in like a tux or like a suit or something like that.
Okay.
There's a big trophy, ready to rock and roll. You know, but I want to make it a banquet feel. You know,
Okay.
Okay.
Like hors
I'm
d'oeuvres,
with that. I'm with that.
people with trays, like
What?
champagne.
champagne. Yeah, for sure. And we'll
You
make
know,
it
little hot dogs.
so. And then next year, I would really like for us to plan months in advance, where we have an event, since we're not doing Dynasty anymore, where we to pick the order, we do some type of stuff like the league, where we have a 2-day activity.
Bless you, Dave.
Hey.
COVID.
Like activity process where we do some tic-tac-toe or something cool. We figure out hot
Okay,
hands.
so the order would be decided on how you rank during the activities.
Yeah. It could be like, how much can you chug a beer? Matt Harris is going to lose that one. That drops him down a point, right?
Huh.
And then how fast?
Unfair.
Yeah, I mean, it's we could do bear crawls, whatever it is. We could do whatever.
I like it, man. We have different options. We have like a little 3-point contest, a Madden tournament. There's different options we can play around with.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. So yeah, this has been a great episode. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Miss Gina. Till next time, we love y'all. See you next
Peace.
time.
Dave, wash your hands.
I will.
Yeah.